as we said, that the change in the demand is the demand increases or decreases because of the people willing to buy different amount of the product at the same price with the same low price. Okay, and we said that the substitutes products used in place of other products is the products that are relative to each other. All right, okay, then we have a very important one also, a very important effect, which is complements. What is meant by complements? Complements here means related goods where the use of one increases the use of the other. يعني ايه the use of one product is increasing depending on another product. Well, I will tell you. If we have, for example, McDonald's, McDonald's made a promotion on the Happy Meal, for example, okay? So McDonald's here, the demand is going to be higher on this item, on the Happy Meal. Why? Because he reduced the price, so it suits a lot of people. So a lot of people wanting to go and buy this Happy Meal. Okay, what are the goods that, or the product that is related, or that is, you use it, they use it, McDonald's use for example the bun is the bread where they put the burger. Okay, so like that the bakery is going to supply McDonald's with more bun, with more bread. All right, in order, why? Because when the quantity demanded, when the price went down of the Happy Meal, okay, so the quantity demanded here went high on the Happy Meal, right? So McDonald's asked the bakery for more bread, for more bun to buy. All right, so this example is what will happen to the bakery. The bakery is got more orders from McDonald's. Why? In order to satisfy the quantity demanded for the Happy Meal, which was done by McDonald's, not by the bakery. You understand? The bakery here is someone who is supplying McDonald's with the bread, so that McDonald's put the burger inside it and sell it. Okay, so the bakery here is somebody else, not it's not in McDonald's. Okay, so when McDonald's did a promotion or sale on the item which is the Happy Meal, okay, so relatively what happened with the bakery? Also the supply here, the bakery is going to supply McDonald's with more bread. Why? Because it is now required to cover the high demand of McDonald's. You understand? So that's we call it complements. This is what we call complement. The sale in McDonald's on the item of the Happy Meal increases, and the sale of the bakery also increases, because they are using the bakery's product in order to fulfill the Happy Meal. You understand? Okay, so up till now we said that satisfaction here is an item that we have to take care of and it's affecting very much the quantity demanded in the market, even when the prices are decreasing or low. Okay, and also the substitution we said is the products that is relative, that is competing with the same product in the market. Okay, and also the complements. So we have here satisfaction of the consumer, substitutes, product, complements. And we said that the complements are the products that are used, okay, to complete a product. So if the quantity demand is increasing on one of the products, then the relying one is going to be increased also. The quantity demanded will be increased. Okay? So I want you to write down, like use a diagram or something, and write demand in the middle, then at the left like put like a square كده, and you put the factors that are affecting a change in the quantity demanded, and on the other, okay, factors that are affect a change in a demand. Okay, while you are reading, so that it will facilitate your of course your studies. All right, then we are going to move to another one, which is the consumer income. Of course, consumer income here is very important, because if you don't have income, you're not going to buy. You are not going to go to the market and buy. And if you go to the market to buy, so the first thing you're going to look for is the price of the thing that you want to buy. The prices here is very important. So if the consumer income changes, you think the quantity demanded in the market will be changed or not? Of course, because as I told you before, let's go back to what we said regarding the market and how the flow in the market share. If the people don't have an income, if there is the unemployment rate is very high, so this means that a lot of people are not working and a lot of people don't have money. So how do you think the market is going to be? The market is going to be in a disaster, recession. Okay, which means what? Which means they won't be able to buy anything. All right, so this means that the demand here, even if all the shops are on sale, all right, they are not going still to find a lot of people demanding their product, because of the people, they don't have money to buy it. So the consumer income here is good. The consumer income here is very effective to the quantity demanded. Type. If we are saying that the economy is very good in China, for example, or let's not give the example of China now, due to what they already sold us. Okay, we need to know, if we measure the economy in a certain country and we find it that it is a very high economy, all right, this means that what is happening in their market? The buying and selling is working very good. Why? Because people have income. They have money to buy. All right? So then there is a prosperity here in this country. Okay? We talked about the consumer taste. We already talked about this. All right? And I said that your taste here, when your taste is you found that the product that you want, okay, is fashionable, it's a trend, whatever, it's good, so you buy it. All right? But if you find that it doesn't suit your taste, so you're not going to buy it. You see? So the taste here is very important too, even if you have the money and even if the shop is decreasing the price of the product. Okay? Okay, let's have a look at let's continue, and then we will have a look at this this graph. Okay, so we talked about the substitutes and we talked about the complements, and we said that the complements are, again, one more time, is the increase. For example, like this, the example that's written here, which is other related goods are known as complements because the use of one increases the use of the other. All right? Like what we said about McDonald's and the bun or the bread. Here, another example, personal computers and software are two complementary goods. If when the price of the computers decreases, consumers are going to buy the computers, okay? And they are going to buy more softwares also, because you can't have a computer without a software, for example, okay? So as that this product, the software, is relying on the computers, okay? So if the computers are decreases in the price and increases in the quantity demand, so relatively the software are going to be increasing also the quantity demanded. All right? Okay, now we go to the change in expectations. And change in expectations here goes a lot with how you read the market sometimes. Okay, so expectations are always you expect in the future. All right, so sometimes the people get some ideas or knowledge of what is going on into the market, and then they start to let me give you a very good example. Sometimes when the gas increased in the price, what happened to the people? To the guy who is selling grocery, for example, he will increase his product. According to what? Why? There is no relationship between the grocery here and the gas. No, but he says, okay, according to the expectation, what will happen? The market here, the money here for the also this grocery, he got the goods. How he gets the goods? He gets the goods through a truck, for example, and this truck, instead of taking from him like 100 pounds per day, it's going to take 150 pounds per day. Why? Because the gas increased. So now the grocery or the owner of the grocery is going to be paying more expenses for the goods. Okay, so relatively he's going to add it to the product that he is selling. You understand? So, and sometimes, all right, these expectations are very effective on the market, but the expectations that we want to focus here on the demand is when sometimes, for example, you go and try to find a certain product and then you don't find it, and you ask everybody everywhere and you don't find it. All right, so the expectation of the people that this product, when it's going to be in the market, okay, the quantity demanded here is increasing. Like nowadays, let's talk about nowadays and the alcohol. Nowadays, and مثلا, for example, the cologne, which is 555. Nobody used to buy it, yani, because it was cheap. The product was in the market and nobody is buying it because nobody's interested in it. Okay, especially that this kind of cologne, the alcohol is 70% in it. All right, so nobody's was interested much in it. But nowadays, because of this virus, and we have to clean our hands and all the things that we are using with alcohol most of the time. So it's the demand here on these products became very high, no matter what is the price. You understand? So there is a change in the expectation of the demand or the quantity demanded on alcohol here. Yes, there is a very big expectation. Okay, so the change on expectation, sometimes it happens when you don't find a product in the market and the demand becomes very high on it in the market. And sometimes some people, they do it, by the way, they do it in the market, you know, like they don't supply the product in the market, they keep it for a while in stock until they hire the demand on this product, so that when they place it one more time in the market with a higher price, then it's they are going to buy it, the people are going to buy it, and the demand will be very high. Okay, all right, so let's read the last part here. Is of course, expectations can also have a very different effect on market demand. For example, if the weather service forecasts a bad year for crops, for wheat or rice or whatever, people might stock up on some foods before they actually become scarce, yani before they get scarce. Like Bardo, a week ago, when the government said that there will be a curfew, okay, so the curfew is staying at home. You're not allowed to go into the street, and shops are going to be closed. So the people went to buy their the food and in order to reserve it at home. All right, even if they don't need it, even if it's not scarce. Okay, so the willingness to buy more at each and every price because of expected future shortages, okay, would cause the demand to increase. So you see how these things are affecting expectations. It's all expectations. Okay, all right, then we move to the last thing here, which is the number of consumers. And the number of consumers, of course, if I have a supermarket, but it is, for example, in Tanta. Okay, the population in Tanta is little. All right, so this means that this is going to affect the demand on my goods or not? Yes, of course. Okay, so here we say that the consumer number, all right, the number of the people is always affecting in the market, is always affecting the demand curve. Okay, to shift up or down, of course. All right, type. Remember when I said, for example, if I'm going to open a shop for Adidas sneakers, for example, in Rahbaya, am I going to have a lot of number of consumers there to come into the shop to buy? No, because the prices are not going to be really suits their income. But what if I move this shop into in front of the Gulf Atomic? What will happen here? The number of consumers here, or the number of people that are going to come to the shop, okay, will be more than if my shop was in the Rahbaya. Okay, so the number of consumers are always affecting the quantity demanded, of course, and affecting the market and affecting the quantity demanded curve. Okay, so this is all the items that are affecting the factors that are affecting the quantity demanded at any price, at any price. Okay, so the change in the demand happens, all right, maybe sometimes at a fixed price, when according to the consumer income, according to the consumer taste, according to the substitutes products, according to the complements, the products that are serving or that are completing another or relying on another product. Okay, and the change in expectation, and the last one was the number of consumers. Okay, these are the factors that affect the quantity demanded in the market, even at a fixed price. Either this fixed price is down or high. Okay, so please, we're gonna go to section 2. Actually, guys, I'm not going to accept the cut and paste answers anymore. If you're not going, if I'm not going to find that you answered the question on your own words, okay, then I'm not going to look at the homework. I'm not going to waste my time. All right? Okay, so I want you to explain, number 1, how does the income affect? Okay, explain the change that happens in the quantity demanded that takes place when the price goes down. Okay, this is number 1. Number 2, you're going to answer the key terms, which is the definition of the income effect, substitution effect, the change in the demand, substitutes and complements. Okay, then you're going in number 3, the difference between a change in the quantity demanded and a change in the demand itself, because sometimes the demand itself has a change, of course, can change. All right, And the change in the demand is when the demand increases or decreases because the people are willing to buy at different amounts of the product. Like when I told you that what we want these days badly, the alcohol, so we are buying it at any price, right? Sometimes we find it in the market with a low price, a reasonable one, and sometimes we find it with a high price, but we still demand it, we still buy it. Okay? Type number 4, how a change in the price affects the demand for a product substitutes. Okay, how a change in the price affects the demand for a product substitute. Okay, I want from 1 to 4 section 2, you're going to send me this, okay, on your own words. I don't want it to be cut and paste from the internet or from here. This reference is just if you want, still you can read it if you want to understand anything concerning what we were talking about. But when you answer questions, please, it must be on your own words. All right? Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you soon, inshallah. Thank you. Bye.